Hi there, I'm Montana from Vardy, Jaguar in Aberdeen. With the rise of electric vehicles, we have created a series of short videos on the Jaguar I-Pace explaining how easy it is to live with an electric car and the benefits of driving one. There are several reasons why people are moving from a conventional vehicle to an electric car, but one of the key drivers is due to the significant savings that come from running an EV. When considering an electric car, it is worth bearing in mind the total cost of ownership element, especially if you are comparing it side by side to a conventional vehicle. As a zero-emission vehicle, the Jaguar I-Pace is exempt from road tax, whereas any car that emits CO2 will have to pay road tax year on year. And simply put, the higher the CO2 output of the car, the higher the road tax liability to the driver. From year 2 onwards, a car with a list price of £40,000 or under that emits CO2 will be eligible to £155 per annum in road tax. And for a car with a list price over £40,000 that emits CO2 will be eligible to £490 per annum in road tax. But the real saving comes from comparing the cost to charge an EV versus the cost to fuel a conventional car. If you switch to an electric car, you will naturally see cost savings on a monthly basis, but when you add this up over the course of a year, the savings are significant. To drive a conventional car 10,000 miles over the course of a year, averaging 45 miles per gallon, would cost you around £1,260 in petrol or diesel, which equates to around £105 per month in fuel. By comparison, driving 10,000 miles in an I-Pace would save you over £800 per year if your main source of charging is at home, where you'd pay roughly 14 pence per kilowatt hour for your electricity. The cost would be around £432 per year, or as little as £36 per month. Of course, these costs can vary, especially if you regularly charge in public, where the price per kilowatt hour is a little higher, but driving an EV will inevitably lower your monthly fuel bill. And because an electric car has fewer movable parts than a conventional car, the costs associated to regular servicing are lower too. On average, you can save around £150 per year on servicing costs by driving an electric car. And for company car drivers, the savings from driving an electric car are eye-watering. This is because fully electric cars are eligible to 1% benefit in kind tax in the 2021 to 2022 financial year, which increases to just 2% for 2022-2023 financial year and remains fixed at this band till at least 2025. So what does this mean for somebody driving an I-Pace? A company car driver who pays 40% tax on their earnings could drive a Jaguar I-Pace with a P11D value of £75,000 and pay just £25 per month in benefit in kind liability. By comparison, if the same company car driver chose to drive a petrol or diesel car with a P11D value of £37,500 and a CO2 output of 100 grams per kilometre, this would cost them £300 a month in benefit in kind liability, which is £275 more in personal tax for a car that's half the list price. And for companies, there's an even further incentive to purchasing an I-Pace. As the car is fully electric, this makes it eligible for 100% first year allowance, offering companies a significant tax saving.